Evening, everybody. Yes, my first evening video here at my new home, me and my mom's new home, that is. And the reason being is because my mom's at Bible study right now. So this is going to go on for the Tuesdays or whatever days she has Bible studies. And either I'm off on that day or I work that day and I come home before her. Hopefully I'll be able to do this kind of thing. Now I do apologize if it seems, now some of you may have noticed that sometimes the videos seem a little like this, kind of straightened out, but like this. It's because it's on a tripod and it's kind of best I can do with the balancing out, if you know what I mean. But anyway, you can see the title of the video here, and that is MLP GOH Collection Update. That was my dog down there. GOH Collection Update. Now you're probably wondering what GOH is. GOH basically is basically short for Guardians of Harmony. Now, in case you guys don't know what Guardians of Harmony are, Hasbro announced earlier this year, and you can check this out at the at Ben's Toy Bin video at the toy fair, one of the toy fairs that they went to, and that was my dog, that they went to earlier this year. Ben and his wife went into the Hasbro booth and mostly visited the MLP booth, MLP FIM booth, and found out from there, as well as a lot of us found out through other news sources and everything, that Hasbro was going to be bringing out a new line of MLP figures. Now, a lot of us pretty much figured they'd be the same way as before, right? Maybe just a few different accessories, different themes. Well, this had an entirely different theme because basically what they had announced was the Guardians of Harmony line. And basically the selling point about the Guardians of Harmony line was it wasn't just for boys, it wasn't just for girls, but it was also for boys. Sorry about that, my dog. Every time I do a video, no matter where we live, she has to have attention, and that's a good thing. But that's how you get animals distracted, you give them a snack. Anyway, like I said, Hasbro had announced, and Ben and his wife, when they went to the Hasbro booth at the toy fair earlier this year, found this out as well. Again, like I said, through various news sources, that the new line of toys that Hasbro was bringing out for the MLP, for MLP FIM, the new lineup of figures, was going to be called the Guardians of Harmony, and that it was and that the selling point, as I was just trying to say, the selling point for it would be that it's targeted not just towards girls, but towards boys as well. Or, as you look at it some ways, not just towards Pegasisters, but towards bronies, or towards young women and young men. That's what the Guardians of Harmony line selling point from Hasbro is. Basically, that's a line, it's an MLP lineup, it's an MLP toy line that's targeted towards both. And I can tell you honestly, becoming a fan, as I've mentioned numerous occasions, sort of a brony through numerous occasions because of the respect and I have for what this show has done, for what fans and people alike, my age, younger and older, have done for this show, and having it transcend beyond its original targeted audience and demographic. For me to become a fan and for me to hear something like this, I like the news. I like the fact that now you are going to have a toy line, a collector's line, if you will, for us young adults, or for us adults and young adults and all that like to collect. You are now going to have a lineup of toys that are MLP related, but are targeted for both. They're not just demographic towards one. And that's pretty good. I mean, you got all different characters out there. I mean, you got some of the most potent characters out there. You know, you have Twilight there, you have, you know, Rainbow Dash, you have Pinkie Pie, you have Shining Armor, you have Chief Sandwich, you have Spike in his dragon mode from the Excess of My Success episode from season 2. You have all these characters. You have a Shadow Bolt. You have all these different characters. And what's intriguing about it is, like I said, Hasbro basically announced, and as you heard on Ben's Toy Ben channel, it's a lineup, it's a toy line. It's a new line of MLP FIM toys that are targeted towards both men and women, boys and girls, young women, young men, you know, Pegasus, the bronies, you name it. It's targeted towards both. So, in a sense, when somebody now gets questioned, if you're a young guy like myself, or you're an adult, if you're an adult male like myself, or a young adult male, or an older adult male, or a young adolescent boy or teen that collects MLP and people question you about it, now they can't really question you that much because what you're collecting as far as MLP goes is targeted towards both the female demographic and the male demographic. Which is why I'm out here basically to give you this update on my GOH collection, the Guardians of Harmony collection. Now, as I told you before, in one of the last videos I did over at my old home, I did a package, well, I did one package opening. But I told you that at my job, I even did a review of this and you can check it out. I had bought the Guardians of Harmony Princess Celestria, which is pretty good. A lot of people actually like the fact that this seems to be a more better figure in some ways than what you get with the what you got with the Funko figures down the line. Even though some kind of criticized like the cheekbones and all that, but still they felt this was a much better picture. Much better figure. Same with the Princess Luna Nightmare Moon one, which came out at around the same time. Now this one I had to get through Amazon, but ironically my job ended up getting it late, just almost a week or two after, but a lot of people felt that this was a better collectible figurine than what Funko had given us. So these were the first two I got. And I was happy about that. Now, the question was, how do I obtain the others? Well, I looked online and I knew there were going to be more because they had showcased it, they announced it, and I saw the release dates through Amazon for some of these. And I thought, okay, I'm going to get some of them down the line. Well, I went on Amazon recently and I got myself a new figure. That new figure, as you saw in the package opening, which, oh, by the way, my job now has this as well because they have a big old display of MLP Guardians of Harmony in the middle of the store. Here's how you know they want to sell this. They had the MLP Guardians of Harmony in the toys area, in the aisleway of the toys area. They had the display there. Then today, this morning, they moved it towards the aisleway that runs between the pet section, the clothing area, the kids' clothing area, and electronics. That's where they moved it to. So they did have this, like I said. But because they didn't have it at the time, I decided to get it through Amazon, and that is Rainbow Dash of the Guardians of Harmony. So yes, I ended up getting Rainbow Dash of Guardians of Harmony. And she comes with, let's see, she comes with a pet turtle tank, a lightning bolt, and goggles, and a little pen that you can put on yourself if you want to. And I want you to notice the fingers that are holding that pen in that picture. I want you to notice that. That is a male's finger. So it shows you this is both a figure for both boys and girls, men and women, as I pointed out. So I first got I got Rainbow Dash to continue the collection. And then like I told you, and then like I said, my job puts out this big display, and I'm sure it's at other Walmarts and other retailers as well, of Guardians of Harmony. And on this display, you had the cheese sandwich figure with his cannon, you had the big old Spike figure, and you had the regular Guardians of Harmony figures. Now I do plan to get Spike's figure very soon, as well as cheese sandwiches. That is a goal. I don't know if I got to get it through Amazon or if I'm going to be able to get it through my job, but I will get it. Now, with that said though, I did obtain some other figures. I did. The figures I obtained were kind of between days, if you will. They were between days. The next Guardians of Harmony figure I got was Pinkie Pie with her cannon, with her little cannon and her pet lizard, not pet lizard, but her rubber chicken, and also you got a badge on there as well. And she comes with her helmet, a little helmet there. So I got Pinkie Pie, that was the next one I got. As well as I ended up getting Shining Armor, and he comes with his helmet, shield, spear, you name it. And he also comes with a badge as well. So I got Shining Armor, which was pretty cool. Makes it my second Shining Armor figure. And then I got a Shadow Bolt. That's right, I ended up getting a Shadow Bolt. And it comes with a little, looks like dragon, kind of vulture creature or something. I ended up getting a Shadow Bolt figure. So that's pretty cool. And they also had other pictures on this display as well. Oh, showing who else was part of this. But anyway, that is my recent addition to the Guardians of Harmony collection. Yes, I have Celestria and Nightmare Moon, aka Luna. I now have, in addition to that, Rainbow Dash. I have Pinkie Pie. I have Shining Armor, and I have a Shadow Bolt. The other two that are on sale at my job, like I say, are the cheese sandwich cannon figure, which probably goes for about 20 bucks, and the Spike figure, which goes for about 40. So that is just my little update, my collection update on my MLP FIM GOH collection. Let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like, and I'm out.